Well, hello, folks. It is Wednesday, and we are going to be ranking yet another puzzle game for the Game Boy. We currently have 51 games on the list. Tetris up here at number 1 with our little chunk of sort of first-party Nintendo titles and Nintendo properties, I suppose. Kirby is not actually developed in-house. And we jump all the way down at the bottom with Godzilla, a game that is... It's going to take something real special to go below that one. I suppose today we have a contender. We're going to be playing a game called Brain Bender. And if we're being 100% honest, this is one of the ones that I just kind of want to get over with already. I keep seeing it on the list and thinking like, oh, one of these days I'm going to have to do Brain Bender. So, yeah, not burying the lead on this one. I don't have high hopes. And I did play this a bit ahead of time because otherwise it would have been utterly inscrutable. But, yeah, there's no sense putting it off any longer. Electro Brain presents Brain Bender, which appears to have a hyphen on the title screen, but is all one word on this screen. And okay, so let's jump in. We're going to be playing on easy. There is no sound, if you're wondering. The sound comes in unlit. We're definitely playing on easy. And with the B key, we can toggle between music and sound effects. Anyway, then I'm going to start on puzzle number 1. I'm going to show this real quick. So, we move this cursor around. That is at times difficult to see. And so there's this laser over here. And our job is to redirect the laser using these little mirrors so that it hits different things. And so we're going to do that now. And oh my goodness, it's freaking out. What's happening? So, the short answer as to what just happened there is if we redirect the beam so that it fires back at the laser, the timer, because there's a timer, the timer starts going down really fast. And so that's kind of the basic thing, is that you have to point the laser to destroy the thingamabobs, but if you accidentally point the laser back at itself, the timer goes down faster because there's also a timer. Not enough points for a restart. Game over. Also, apparently your continues are limited by how many points you have. So we want to nudge this mirror right away. And this one. And this one. Or no, this one. And this one. And this one. Otherwise, this thing's gonna shoot back at us. We can see that the laser is clearing the path. And basically we highlight the mirror with the cursor, and the A and B buttons rotate the mirrors clockwise and counterclockwise. And then there's a bunch of mirrors on this stage. I don't know why. You can just use that one. So I don't know if you get some kind of bonus for using more mirrors. It doesn't seem like it. And so again, we are presented with the same problem here. We need to make sure that these mirrors don't and I guess we have to light up these light bulbs at the same time? And yeah, everything moves just a little bit slower when you're actually redirecting the beam. And then the screen flickers at a admittedly slow pace, so it's maybe not the worst. Okay. What? Oh, no, we need to move this way, and this one as well. Okay. I can get those. And then, oh, whoop, whoop. I didn't mean for that to happen. I guess it, didn't... Okay. No, we want... I guess we want this. Okay, so like everything else here, we gotta make sure we don't accidentally reflect these back at ourselves. So how do we line this up? Oh god, I almost screwed that up. Oh, and there's... oh my god. Why? So that came dangerously close to running out of time. Okay, so I guess this thing doesn't go away or whatever it does until stop. I ran out of time. And now I have to spend points to try again. Okay, so don't do the thing. Yeah, move this one first. Alright. Whew. What? Stop! Okay. Oh my... Yeah, I understand that my reaction on its own is not necessarily enough to convey why this is so disagreeable for me. I'm gonna have a hard time putting this one in words. God damn it! Completed level 1. Your password to level 2 is 0742. I'm just going to write that down because I don't trust this game to save it for me. So, right here next to my Inindo directions. 0742. I'm hoping this isn't going to backfire. Thank goodness. I'm just going to help myself to an antacid right now. I'm also going to pause before doing so. What is this thing? Okay. Oh, so how is this gonna go badly? What? What? What is... God, no, stop! What? Why are they multiplying? Okay, no, that's fine. I just need to make sure that this isn't going to reflect back. There we go. How? Well, that's that one. Okay. Ugh. There is a hard limit on the number of times you can retry this. Friendly reminder. Why? Why is it like this? very nearly ran out of time on that one as well. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. What is... Okay, so I don't know what the bowling ball does, but we gotta be careful not to hit it with the laser. God, stop. No, so if we kind of aim this like so. Sort of makes me wonder sometimes, well, not so much sometimes, but this time, if there's some, like, young British gamer who grew up with this game and just absolutely loves it and is just having a big, well, not necessarily a laugh, but just thinks it's so inexplicable that I'm not having a good time, that I will say, if you took out the time limit, I would at least find this interesting. Having to do all of this on time pressure, like, that is kind of the point that it sort of makes this unenjoyable for me. there is something that's at least kind of fun about sort of, you know, moving these lasers around and... God, stop! And like redirecting the beam, and that's sort of a novel, kind of silly, fun little thing going on. If I could do this without the rigid fail states, you know, and like actually take my time and kind of just examine the way these puzzles work, and give me a sec here. That's really my big hope here, is that it just... I just hope my irritation... I feel like my irritation is coming across pretty well if you're looking at the little face cam in the corner, but specifically what is causing that irritation, I just hope that that is being conveyed through the gameplay. This is... Hey, stop! Stop! Okay, stop! I was about to say this is looking promising. I want to reiterate the point here. If I could take my time, I would find this at least compelling. It wouldn't be my favorite thing necessarily. But I would just sit down and just, kind of slowly turn the mirrors and just kind of move the thing here, move the thing there, kind of just figure it out. There are other games that do that, where you have to redirect light paths, and they can be quite tricky. They can be very challenging. But the challenge comes from figuring out the route through the stage. Whereas the challenge is the fact that you're on a time limit, and if you shine the beam into the wrong mirror, you significantly reduce the amount of time you have. And it can be frustrating to be stumped by a puzzle. That's universal. I wouldn't strictly hold that against the game. But when it makes you start over, this is miserable. Okay, let me restate. Not only do you have to start over, you can only start over a limited number of times. Okay, we almost got it. I just need to figure out how to get the beam over to that thing. Kind of seems like if you're quick enough, you can sort of prevent the beam from... Emphasis on if you're quick enough. X480. Not that it matters. I'm probably just going to check to see if it saves your progress or saves your password and... Not gonna lie, I solved that one by accident. And we're closing in on 50 minutes. That stage was remarkably easier than some of the ones I've already done. Well, let's abandon game. Where do you go to input passwords? Oh, I think I just set it to hard. Oh, enter password. Okay. Oh, so you select the level and then you enter the pass. Sure. Yep. Makes sense. Those are the same flavors that I had in previous weeks. So, I can think of two versions of this game that might actually be kind of fun. The first, like I said, is one with, just as much time as you need to solve the puzzles. Just take the fail states out. You can make the puzzles more complicated if you have to adjust for it. But just let the player have the time they need to actually, work out what's going on. Then maybe constrain the whole thing so that there's exactly one correct solution. The other interesting game that you could make out of this is one where you kept it relatively simple. Again, no time limit. But you could have it so that if you accidentally reflect the beam back into itself, that's an instant fail. And so the goal would be not so much overly intricate puzzles, but puzzles where you have to, exercise a lot of caution to ensure that you're not doing something like accidentally causing problems. And so you need to sort of carefully plan each move. Both of those ideas would require that you take away the time limit. And that's not even getting into the part where you run out of continues, where you can only restart the puzzle as many times as you have points to spend on restarting the puzzle. That is ridiculous. I had a feeling I wasn't going to enjoy this one very much, but I had no idea just how irritating this would be. It's worse than Cool Ball, for sure. It's similar to the game of Harmony, but definitely worse as well. It's worse than Sanrio Carnival 2. It's worse than Splits. I suddenly don't remember what Square Deal even was. Obviously, I didn't care for it, but I need to go back and take another look at it, because... But this is worse than Blodia. The real question, is it worse than Godzilla? And, oof. It's worse than Frankie, Joe, and Dirk, for sure. So we're really just, at this point, looking, does it go above or below Godzilla? And man, that's a bit of an apples and oranges situation right there. Because both of these games are bad for very different reasons. But I suppose this game is, at the absolute minimum, it is a linear game. You don't accidentally replay puzzles you've already solved. So I think I'm gonna have to say Brainbender is very, very, very slightly better than Godzilla. And whoo boy, that was a rough one. But that also means it's not on the list anymore. I don't have to think about Brainbender ever again. I may need to remember what it is for future reference, unlike Square Deal that I still don't actually recall. But that's a tomorrow problem, and we're going to save tomorrow problems for tomorrow. So for right now, that is going to be me for this evening. I will be back tomorrow with live improvised music. I'll be back on Saturday with music production. And Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll be playing some more retro games. Of course, another puzzle game this time next week. On Monday, I'm still thinking I'm going to do one more run of Dungeon Explorer before jumping ship on that one. And again, we're sort of half and half on whether we're going to start jumping ship on Azure Dreams. Starting to get a little bored of it. Good game, but, you know, I've been playing that every Monday for a while now. But at any rate, thanks for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.